you know, as we start every internet cipher, you know, the cipher is obviously inspired from the hip hop cipher, the artistic explosion. It's also reminiscent of like community spaces, peace circles, just sitting in circle for remembrance of the Most High. We see that in a lot of spiritual traditions, and this internet cipher is really about bringing that spirit to the internet and to the virtual world, to offer a moment to connect, to go inward, to express, to get free, to be inspired, to get tools to cope with this moment that we're in, where we're practicing physical distance, but we're still being socially connected. You know, our communities have been targets to be kept isolated and away from each other and not have understanding of our similar communities. And so again, we push back on that narrative of social distancing, and we you know, we try to stay socially connected. We do that having an artist in each and every single one of these spaces, because we know that these artists are not just talented and creative and have these gifts, but they are people who truly understand soul work, who understand connecting people, connecting stories, and inspiring people. And so we honor the artists in these spaces, and we know that in many ways that I don't think that the public is acknowledging that artists are the frontline workers as much as it needs to be, but we recognize that and we know that. And at IMAN, you know, that's why we have cultivating the arts as like a core part of our mission and what we do since the very beginning of when we kind of came together. So every cipher we start, we open up with you know, just acknowledging the Most High, and on a note of gratitude for things like Wi-Fi, things like laptops, cell phones, earphones, whatever, headphones, you know, to be able to be connected. And so we open up, we're grateful all of us have good enough health to be on this, and we honor and acknowledge the elders. This is a space also that we're intentional about inviting our elders to join. And so on that note, I'm gonna also acknowledge all of the indigenous people from all of the lands that we're on. I know, so I just want to acknowledge there's people from all over the country here, and so I just want to acknowledge the indigenous people of all the lands that we're on, especially given we're experiencing this pandemic and people are like, everybody's, you know, it's new to us, but we know that our indigenous, you know, ancestors and people who have inspired us have been dealing with this dealt with this in a very like painful and traumatic way, and so we lift them high in prayer every time we get started. So on that note, I want to turn it over to Binta to share the sacred agreement. Okay, so this is the first time we're doing an open mic on these internet ciphers. We've had like visual artists, comedians, musicians, singers, hip hop artists on here, and this is the first time we're doing an open mic. And the reason we're doing it with PHENOM is because it's totally apropos to have him do it. PHENOM, if y'all don't know already, is a legend in Chicago in many ways. He is a mentor to a lot of young artists, aspiring artists, myself included. I take a lot of pride in that. He is he's a hip hop artist, he's a writer, he's a lyricist, a freestyle artist, and he has a rich history, you know, a rich story behind him. But he started like an open mic and a mentoring group like over 10 years ago, and from that started an MC academy, and is really just inspiring people across the whole city and across the country and across the world. Been around the world too. So like I said, he does these open mics regularly, so we asked him to do that, and also is very close and connected to IMAN. He's a former Sacred Cypher Creative Artist Fellow, and he does a lot of the work with us on the streets, on the ground, in the hood, in regards to like food corner store work and food access work. So you'll get a little treat of some of that stuff that he does later on at the end of this. But so basically what to expect for today is we have, I think, about 8 people who signed up for the open mic. So we're really excited to hear from all of y'all. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the open mic, you know, in a second. And then the judges are going to judge after each performance. And so I'm gonna share the criteria, but basically after each performance, they're going to send their scores in. At the end, we'll tally it, and then we'll give out the PHENOM will announce the winners. Just so y'all know, as you're about to perform, the criteria for like the to judge is the contents of what you're performing about. It should be reflective of Iman's arts and culture philosophy. You know, the arts that we engage is spiritually rooted and broadly informed by all of our, you know, different communities that have inspired us, but it's spiritually rooted, it's socially conscious, it's aware of like the states and conditions of our sisters and brothers, and it's spatially relevant. It's committed to community, it's committed to creating space, it's committed to holding space in that way. So those are the three, that's the content, right? So you're going to get a score of like 1 to 5 based off that. The second criteria is your delivery. What's your was it powerful, was it captivating, how was your actual delivery? And then the third thing is going to be like the level, the mastery of your craft. Were you good at what you did? Do you have skill? Do you have talent? Have you been cultivating your craft? Have you been honing in on your craft? Are you working at it? Those are the three things. So I'm gonna turn it over to Binta, who's gonna explain how the actual open mic will run and give instructions on that.
All right, cool. So yeah, we are excited for the 8 of you all who are going to be performing. Essentially, we would like, if you have a track that you want to play, to please go ahead and play that on your own. And then we will have some cash prizes for y'all. So the first place is going to get $100, inshallah. The second place is going to get $75. And third place is $50, which is a lot of money. And we're excited for y'all, whoever's going to win.
So without further ado, and then also just to remind y'all, you got 3 minutes maximum. We want to make sure we fit everybody in, so you get 3 minutes maximum to do your piece. So if y'all don't know, we have an artist roster. It's an official network of artists that work with Iman, and in that roster, there's 5 of those artists every year are part of a fellowship program. And they do like a residency, they plan our annual artist retreat, and they get a stipend for unrestricted funding. And this year, we're so honored that those SCC are actually judging. The ones that were just announced on Thursday, so it's a big reveal, are actually judging for the open mic today. And these are heavy hitters, these are very experienced artists in their craft, and we're super excited to have 3 of them join. So the first one is this brother right here, Mazi, who is a rapper, and who has been, again, performs all around the world. He's a philanthropist in his, you know, that he ties that in with his artistry. So he's very committed to communities across the world. And we're really excited to have him join, based in New York. So shout out to Mazi. We have Teslim Jamila, also, who is a poet, who does healing work. She does meditation work. She's been one of the people who have really blazed the trail for Iman and really made Iman what it is. So we're very excited to have Teslim Jamila as well. She has a lot of other hidden talents as well that we're all learning about. See them guitars in the back. And then the third Sacred Cypher Creative judge that we have is our sister Mumu, who's not on video right now, but this is a singer, songwriter, rapper, hilarious person, overall personality. Like, praise be to God, she's been nominated for a Grammy before, and she is just an incredible artist, currently doing some writing classes. Check out her, you know, follow all these artists, check out all their pages, connect with them. But we're super, you know, honored to have them be the judges. All right, y'all, I'm gonna turn over to Phenom.
All right, yes. I almost feel like I'm in the room with y'all. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so this is what I want to do, though. I want to just test the elasticity of the space that we in. So I'm going to do a call and response. I just want to see what the delay is like. I want to see, you know what I'm saying, if everybody off mute? Say check, go.
Check.
All right, so okay, so let's try to do this in unison. All right, so I'm gonna say something and y'all say it. I just want to see what the response delay or whatever timing is. All right, here we go. Say yeah.
Yeah.
That was close. All right, say yo.
Yo.
Say all my.
Oh my.
Brothers and
Brothers
And
sisters
sisters
must have come together.
must have come together.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Well, we can't look at Moo, but that's all right. Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
We free ourselves.
We free
free ourselves.
We free our hood.
We free our hood.
We free our world.
We free our world.
Through God.
Through God.
Art
Art
and love.
and love.
I say.
I say.
I say.
I say.
I say.
I say.
All right, let's get it. Okay, that was beautiful. So that means we're closer than I thought we were. We're closer than what I expected, and that's beautiful. So, woo. Also, I did realize though before this, what God was showing me was that in order to split the ions and create nuclear fusion, they needed a private space for these ions to be slammed up against each other and split, and there's a space for it to blow up and really show what it do. And I think this is that space, and I just praise God for that space for us to, for artists to really, really bang up against each other with our creativity. But remember that the purpose is to take this energy and go blow something else up with it. Yes, it's a contest and it's a competition, but still everybody who gets splashed on with this energy, take it somewhere, because we are who they come to when they get that bad news. You know what I'm saying? When they need to unwind and they need to unplug, they come to the artist. And so this is a recharging for us. Ashe?
Ashe.
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 All right, so it's mute time. So look, this is what we're gonna do. Cool. Let's bring up our first artist. This is the first for me too. So this is kind of historic for me to do this type of thing online. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real people person, and this is really exercising my weaknesses. Okay, but I praise God for it. Let's get Darius Daniels to the microphone. Everybody show me some claps on the screen, except Mumu. Yeah, yeah. Okay, and so before Darius speaks, I want y'all to show me some signs. I know Mumu and Hendeka's video is not there, but if you really feeling it, give me some finger waves. You know what I'm saying? So that's some response for the visual response. All right, and if you support it, give me a fist. If you felt that, you support it, give me a fist. One more time, it's a finger wave. If you feeling that, yeah, that was dope, that was dope. All right, and give me a fist if you support that, right? All right, cool, let's just deal with those two. All right, let's get it. Darius, you ready?
Phenom, I think he checked out. We might have to go to the next person.
All right, let's get it, okay. Let me know if we need to fill in that space too, because I got some MC school students on deck. All right, cool. Colin the Whirlwind Soldier. What a name. That's beautiful. Check in. Where you at?
Yeah. Me Docky out there. My name is Colin Whirlwind Soldier. I go by Rolly Raps, my artist name. Here with me today, I have my cousin David Espinoza. He just started making music. They're starting this quarantine. He's been quarantining in my house with me, and he goes by TYO. And we were thinking of relevant pieces to perform and everything. And the piece that I got, I wrote it about this girl. She wasn't really a friend, but we had mutual friends and stuff. But she's going through a hard time. So it's a flow. I wrote a flow about it, about her, like just what I observed, and like later on we ended up becoming friends and stuff like that. But then my cousin David has a song in our native language. Like our language is kind of like dying out and stuff. So for him to have a full song in Lakota is very big where we're from. So
let's get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just be free. Yes, this is electronic or whatever, man, but take us exactly where you know what I'm saying? Take us there.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna play the. This is the beat. We just found this beat a little bit ago. We're gonna perform to this beat. If the music's too loud or something too, maybe give me like a.
I'll do that. I'll show you down or up. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Does it sound good right now? Is the music loud enough?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah. All right. Hey. Let me go right here. Hey. Hey. You're an angel, but you live in hell. Stress is heavy on your ankles, but you never fell. All alone inside this home, but still you're doing well. When you're patient on vacation to escape all the sorrow. And tomorrow's just another day. And all the days are rough the same, and she can feel the pain. It's in her heart unless she breathes bumping through her veins. She's got her thinking every day is always blue with rain. She's thinking who to blame. And now she's insecure. She tries her hardest to establish she ain't immature. And she wonders if these boys are really into her. Speaking where she wants to hear, she really clear. As if she doesn't, will he just to reappear when she needs him most? When she getting too low, she can only hope that everything he says is truly spoke. She needs to take it slow, and if he's not the one, then let him go. Pick your head up, you're incredible. You're incredible. You need to let it show. I know you feel these feelings and you should just let them show. You need to let them know. Yeah. Hey.
I heard someone say she sings beautifully. She's amazing. She is beauty. Iwa hangi na makundo yupi alo lolo yupi alo wayo. Ishi wachilo bila wachilo. I heard her in my dream. She sees beautifully, and I need her. I really need her. Yahweh, 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 Yahweh,
That's what we got right there, man. Hey, David showed up at noon today. We literally just threw that together for everybody. Like for him, he just wrote those lyrics an hour ago, memorized them and sang them and everything. But thank you to everyone for listening and everything.
Yo, man, that was excellent, man. Hey, man, that took me to a zone. Boy, what's your name over there sitting next to you? What's your name?
Hey, David?
Yeah, David.
It goes by TYL.
Man, you look like you fresh off the reserve too, man. Real authentic, man. Hey, that's what's up. I appreciate y'all art. I see that personal propane in the back. Y'all be careful with that fire y'all got busting right there. That's what's up.
Okay, I just want to remind the judges that y'all got like about 30 seconds to give the scores directly to Aria.
Right on time. I appreciate that. All right. Okay. All right. So everybody unmute real quick and say one word about what you feel. One word. Everybody, let's go.
Mellow.
Hyped.
Blessed.
Spiritual vibe.
Yeah.
It was heartfelt.
Okay. All right. So everybody say I say.
I say.
All right, let's get it. Can I move on, Sadia?
Yes, please.
And then real quick too, before you go, Phenom, if anybody has their lyrics, because it is a little bit difficult for some people to hear, if you could please just drop them in the chat. If you don't worry about it, but if you can, that would be helpful for us. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, I do appreciate that. And as we do more of these, we're gonna get better at it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm looking for though is just get in your zone, man. Try to. I'd rather feel it than hear everything. You know what I'm saying? So go there, take us there with you as best as you can, and let's get it. I love what we doing so far. That was my first time, so I loved it. You know what I'm saying? It's a zone that's still ringing in my head. Let's move on to the next brother that's coming up. If I'm not mistaken, he is synonymous with the environment, and not just the environment, but the environment with a purpose. And he goes by the name of The Ambiance. All right. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? Wiggle some fingers for brother Ambiance. Go.
Oh, snap. Ooh.
3 minutes.
Oh, I'm unmuted. Okay. All right. What's up, y'all? My name is The Ambiance. Now usually I don't do this, but this is it's weird. I'm used to people. So now I'm as my mentor. I appreciate this whole you did. Sadia, shout out to you, Benta. Yeah, so I'm gonna play my guitar. It's a song called Overthinking. I'm gonna get a little dressed up for y'all. You feel me? What I'm saying?
3 minutes.
Put my blaze on. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because I can't go out no more. This is the best I get. So yeah, Phenomenal, this song. It's out on our streaming platforms and stuff. Yeah. This is so awkward for me, y'all. But Phenom, stop covering your face, bro.
You got 2 minutes and some change, man. Let's get it. Wait, turn it down some or something. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Just play something. If you think about me in the morning, hope that I'm interested and never boring. When I'm on the phone with you, feel like I'm plugged in. But when I get to see you, girl, I'm really soaring. Wonder if you think about me in the morning, hope that I'm interested and never boring. When I'm on the phone with you, feel like I'm plugged in. But when I get to see you, girl, I'm really soaring. You know what? I really hate cell phones. Ain't personal no more. Feel like communication in imprisonment. I guess what they call cell phones. Millennials probably can relate. To them, it seems like a huge update. You can see me if you get on FaceTime, but I wanna just see your face. Wanna see your whole body, not a part of you. Wanna hold hands, I wanna be a part of you. Wanna see you at the movie, wanna see you at the beach. I wanna take it to the family barbecue. We living in a safe state, but I feel like I'm just so far from you. I'm in the city and you in the birds. That's what the lack of a car can do. But you can still text me though. I guess you kinda need this phone. Cause when you get off work, you tired and I'm unavailable cause I'm on my way to a show. Wonder if you think about me in the morning, hope that I'm interested and never boring. When I'm on the phone with you, feel like I'm floating. But when I get to see you, girl, I'm really soaring. Wonder if you think about me in the morning, hope that I'm interested and never boring. When I'm on the phone with you, feel like I'm floating. But when I get to see you, girl, I'm really soaring. I tell you good night when I'm leaving the show. No, this will sleep, I ain't get up to 4. Say good morning, test when I wake up. And that's all I needed, I don't need no Joe. I really hope I'm not moving too slow, cause I tend to do that, girl. You know I'm a savage. When I'm in, and I like to go fast. When it's over, I dance, cause I want it to last. Just you I see, cause you got so much class with your conversation and legislation. You're beautiful, I got a hope on my track. My train of thought telling me I'm not enough on the phone. For the 6 I pull up to your home, but there's no excuse for that yet, and I know I'm just overthinking, yeah. Wonder if you think about me in the morning, hope that I'm interested and never boring. When I'm on the phone with you, feel like I'm floating. But when I get to see you, girl, I'm really soaring. Wonder if you think about me in the morning. Hope that I'm interesting and never boring. I hope I get to see you, girl. I hope I get to see you, girl. Thank y'all. Name of the song is called Overthinking, because I'm an overthinker. Song is really perfect for me right now because I have no choice but to think. Just in the crib thinking all the time and working.
Thank you. Thank you, Ambiance. That was beautiful. So I know that the judges are putting their scores together right now, but I just want to also acknowledge that. So we just had Ambiance perform earlier. Can y'all hear me, by the way? Is it frozen? No. Okay. I know earlier Rolly and his cousin David, I think, performed. Is that right? That was your cousin David. And I think both of y'all are on the Rosebud Reservation. Is that right?
Yeah. We both live. David's actually a Gates Millennium. No. Oh, he goes to I'll let you tell him.
I went to Stanford University.
Okay, thank y'all for putting your lyrics in the chat. I want to encourage everybody to put the lyrics in the chat because I know people are having trouble here. But also just want to acknowledge, I know Phenom and Rolly got to spend some time together recently. When Rolly was in Chicago, he just did a residency with Frank Wan, who was one of our Sacred Cypher creative artists. And I think Phenom said something to David about just looking like he came off the res or something. I think you meant that from a place of love, but it might have been received. I'm not sure how everybody received it. So I just wanted to acknowledge and honor the Lakota people and the Rosebud Reservation. And thank you all so much for being here. I think it's so profound that y'all opened us up and started us off. So I just wanted to honor and acknowledge y'all and the Lakota people and the Rosebud Reservation. Thank y'all so much.
Sis, that's right in line with the three prongs of what we're doing. Can you re-mention those as far as making sure everybody's respectful of the space and culturally relevant?
Yeah, okay. So the content we're asking for this particular open mic is that it's spiritually rooted, socially conscious, spatially relevant. So just keep that in mind. Think about community, being socially conscious, being socially, spiritually rooted, and then also keep your delivery in mind and just your mastery of your craft.
Right on. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Real quick. All right, everybody unmute. Give me one word real quick. One word. Go.
Mood.
Inspired.
Dope. All right, cool. I say, let's get into it. All right. Norbud, Nobaya Dur.
Right? Yeah, Norbaya Dur. Also name called Jamila as well. So whichever is better.
Let's get it.
All right. So this is called Seeds in the Sea. It's a music poem. Like sweet melons and soil, the Nyan eyes fanged melon into pies. We are those warped women, hindered girls, tangled in cascaded lights, sleeping in bruised waters, and the next ensemble of feathers of wasted flesh, drifting like an unhurried Christmas snowfall. The Atlantic Ocean. It is Kichikami and Yapam and those garbled words out the limbs of my drowning mother's new eyes, new hands, new knowing, new needs, new code, new thoughts, new feasts, new time, new smiles, new crying, new blood, new pain, new feet, new skin, new family. Disjointed for the bowing of our heads and the silence in our throats, raising beds not our own, the Atlantic Ocean. We are low boiling anger, swirling in the corners of pristine pots, tilting our sour geysers where some pull arms back behind our heads, reaching long stretches for the remembrance of the songs about trees and wooden bowls and braided hair stamped with red and yellow beads, and the sounds of those that stood on praying, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, seeking refuge, and notonai, thanks for being saved from breathing salt water. The Atlantic Ocean. We rode high oscillating waves and cursed them. We sat straight or bent. We ate muck. We screamed. We called to protect our spirits. And I give all of you armor and light, like sweet melons and soil. The Nye and I sang melon into pies.
Yes. Did you just have sound effects, sis?
Sound effects? Yeah, I have my ocean wave drum, and usually I perform that with the Jimmy drum, but it would take too long. I would go over 3 minutes, so yeah.
Thank you, thank you. Can you shake that one more time? Can you make that noise with that thing? Oh, she's muted. Oh. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Everybody, give me a word real quick. Give me a word. Give me a word. Unmute.
Peace. Peaceful.
Emotional.
Awareness.
Tranquil.
Grateful.
I heard grateful, heard peace, heard some great words. All right. All right. If you don't mind, I like to keep it going with that same momentum. Instead of waiting, I believe the judges can still tally and do their thing within that time period. Most Jen, you up? Where you at, Kingdom?
You hear me? Not like I want to know where my voice is at. Is this a good?
All right, come up a little bit. Come up a little bit. Say volume.
Mic check. Mic check.
There you go. Let's get it.
All right, Bismillah. It's been hard waking up most mornings because lately I've been mourning the person who I used to be, who I lost with no warning, and I felt that feeling forming deep in my soul. Here I go again, losing control. Swimming in a sea of misery, my only lifeline was treading my thoughts to cope and depend. I've dealt with the pain of feeling like I'm drowning in shallow water, thinking it's the deep end. I've known depression for so long now, I put my arm around him like an old friend. Sometimes I feel like he's not getting the messages I'm desperately trying to send. We some pen pals, I write him letters to vent like, dear depression, man, I hate you. You don't know how rough it's been. I'm sick and tired of you latching onto me like a symbiote skin. You are my venom, but I've learned my lesson, so let them bells ring because my spidey senses been tingling. There is no we in my mind, there's just I, and I don't want you all on my red and blues. Sincerely yours, my friendly neighborhood mentality. P.S. Don't come from my morality because in all reality, we both don't want no carnage in my personality, but let me not marvel at this letter. I should know better. My depression has affected the people around me. I'm starting to realize the clouds over their sunny weather, whether or not I want to admit it. I need help. And I'm being inconsiderate for not considering it. I know I'm going through shit, but it's hard, you know? Being a performer, I have to put on a show. While putting on a show, I'm on my Anthony Hamilton because I can't let go. So where do I go from here? I need help and I don't know how to ask for it. This game of tag has me tired of running, so now you're it. Let me hide and I pray you never come seek me. I'll get stronger by the day and I swear you won't ever defeat me. This is the last round and I know it won't be easy, but I'm taking this win and everything because I'm that greedy. I will no longer be a slave to you. I will find the strength to walk away freely. Depression, you don't complete me. So now I'll wake up every morning filling up my soul completely. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. That was Poetic Therapy.
Everybody give me a word. Come on, unmute. Let's get it.
Honored.
Ooh.
Frank.
Fire.
Fire.
Hard.
Hard. Mumu, you said, ooh.
That was me.
Fire.
Okay. Woo. Mariam. Hey. Hey. Yes. We needed that, man. We needed that. We needed that. We need this whole mix, this whole batter that we're making. We need that. We need that. Ashe. All right. In respect of time, let's get it. Allah Yaktieen.
Peace, everyone. I'm excited to be on here. I'm playing my piece called How Do I Heal from All of This? And it's in response to everything that's happening and the emotions that I'm sure a lot of us have been going through. Can you guys let me know if you hear the backing track?
Give me a little bit more volume. Woo.
It's too loud. Is that
Give me a
good?
little bit more vocal volume, though.
How do I heal from all of this? Is that good? Okay. You can hear the backing track? Okay. How do I heal from all of this? Oh, chaos and fear in the midst of bliss. Oh, I turn one way and all I see is despair. I turn one way and all I see is love and care. How do I heal from all of this? How do I heal? Divine secrets in our minds that cannot fit. Oh, that cannot fit. Oh, I sleep some more and try to ignore my shadows that shine much brighter than day. It's time to explore another way. Oh, another way. Hey, you brought me here. What did I miss? I promise to take care of what I've missed. With this new vow, I will say I do what I need to do for me and you. With this new vow, till I'm more alive. Think with my heart and less with my mind. Thank you for healing all of me. Without you, I wouldn't be whole. Thank you.
Woo-wee, woo-wee. I saw you. You was with God right there. Yes, I saw you. Yes. All right. Everybody unmute. Give her a word real quick off of how you feel right now. Go, go, go.
Oh, how I feel.
Hello.
Beautiful.
Smooth.
Sing.
Just
You
beautiful.
too.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That was a blessing.
Wow. Wow. All right, let's go. Let's stay off that momentum. Let's ride off that momentum. Okay, man. All right, let's go to Mohammed Asgar. You ready?
I don't see him, so the next
Mohammed not
person.
here. Okay, so that means creator is moving. So, Mariam, you up.
Hello, everybody. I need to stand up for this, so give me 5 seconds. I'll just stand up real quick. All right. I have a lot of words, so I'm going to just give it to you guys. Ready?
Let's get it.
All right. I said, my body's contested, and right now I feel tested. My soul is restless, and my interests are vested. I came a long way from the Sprite on Sprout Avenue. I sprouted between drama and a lack of cash revenue. I'm more than I ever knew. Thank God for a better you. Better view. Every day's a way to become a better you. Put out good karma because we come in from trauma. On the grind every day to make an honest dollar. I said, growth spurt, change hurts, little sprout, danger, ball game, changer, bulls, red, anger. Dodge a fist of fist. Dodge a Fist of Fury, Bruce Lee, Love and Basketball, Part 2, Spike Lee. Yeah, I said, my mama needs a house and my papa had to bounce, but all I want to do is recline on my couch. Yeah, you know how it is. I said, no malice intended. I work hard, no regrets. Don't need a writ of cert because I'm certain life is blessed. Though I concur, life isn't a fairy tale. No, sir. My pulse speeds up and a heart turns to pulp. Fantasies are fiction. You move on, but don't give up. I see some people, not you, who think I can't spit bars. And I tell them, don't be fooled by the Mac and Nars. Cosmetics call them medic, flow so sick it's leaving scars. What more can I say? I grew up in the burbs, little ways away from 63rd. Dudes around the clock, they try to shoot the shot, and I play defense and hit them with a block. Hey, my name is Mariam after Mary. It's not much of a surprise. Your rejection was pre-written from before you were alive. Yeah, I said, I pack a punch, hell, I pack 10. Never selling myself short again. All the numbers I done reported were less than not equal. Yes, I'm 5'2", and this is me, the sequel. Raise the sun, run when I walk in, because I'm the star of this universe, and you'll be begging for another first. Flow so fresh, call me Colgate. Miss Swaggy, Miss Whack me. Yeah, I'm a little wacky. What I got coming next is gonna be nail biting. Gas match, boom, I know I'm enticing. A lover of secrets and solitude, cave hero. Let's retreat to find God and tell him I hear ya. So deep sometimes I get lost in myself. I said, Busta Rhyme need more time. Hermione Granger, read the tag. It says, Trailblazer, catch me in the White House next. Blue blazer. I said, growth spurt, change hurts, little sprout, danger. Ball game changer, bulls red, anger. Catch a fist of fury, Bruce Lee. Love and Basketball, Part 2, Spike Lee. My words, they save me. Name is Mariam after Mary. Wielding the sword, my pen keeps me happy. Thank you. Woo, gotta sit down.
Wow. Woo, we got a moo-moo. She fresh. Okay.
Don't.
Yo. Okay, Miriam. Okay, yo. I saw a few things that made me see that you got MC blood all up on you. Okay, when your eyebrows go up like that when you spitting, oh yeah, you mean it. You know what I'm saying? When you doing this, and when you smacking your hand when you talking about money, doing this, that's an MC move right there. Okay, cool. And then when you moving and you swagging and you throw up the X, your body language, that's all MC language, and that was very, very real. The content was real. It was dope. I loved it. Everybody give a word. Give her a word real quick. Let's get it.
Heat.
So,
Energy.
Keep going, keep going.
Awesome.
So,
I saw the Sadia in you coming out right there. That was like, woo. Yo.
that is a compliment. Wow.
So, I mean, I want to just decompress that whole piece, but we can't. All right, okay, cool. So it looks like we got a little time left, right? Like 4 minutes if we honoring the 3 o'clock jam. And I got a way that I want to run the cipher, but I know we got to close properly. So I'd rather close right and do the cipher later, or maybe on the next time.
Yeah, if people want to stay, that's a good idea.
I'll stay.
That's what's up. So let's close properly, sis.
So we're just waiting for the scores. I just want to say, man, everybody, thank you so much for sharing. I know that's hard to do, first of all, second of all, in front of a camera. So it's like, it's different, but thank y'all so much for participating. Thank you to the Sacred Cypher Creatives for judging, for offering to be available to judge. And thank you to Jamali for being here, and also to Phenom. Thank you for hosting. Shout out to the arts and culture team, Aria and Binta. None of this would be possible without them. So thank you, Aria and Binta, for making this happen. Thank you, Iman. Thank you. Chicago Beyond is one of the folks who are supporting this as a way to support artists and to hold space for community and for the elders. So shout out Chicago Beyond. I don't know, have y'all seen WGN? You know, Iman was on WGN, like, and some other news things, but I really like the piece they did on WGN, that we were talking about how some of the people who've been released from Cook County Jail, because it's just really sad and tragic how COVID is spreading throughout Cook County Jail. And obviously the inmates are not the ones who are bringing it in, but they are also not being given anything to deal with the disease, with the illness. And so they've been releasing some like low-level offenders, and some of the housing at Iman in Chicago has been receiving some of those folks. So there's a story on WGN. We can drop that in the follow-up email. Y'all all will get a follow-up email where you can give a response on this survey. You can there's gonna be a survey where you can respond to the cipher. You could talk about what went well, what needs to be improved. So please look out for that email and follow, and make sure that you fill out that survey. It takes a few minutes. I think we got the winners. Do we? Are we good?
Okay,
yeah, we're good.
So look, before we do that, sis, can you remind us again of the three legs of the stool that we're building on?
Okay, so there's 3 criteria. There's the content, which you'll be judged on if it was spiritually rooted, spatially relevant, socially conscious. There is your delivery, your enthusiasm, your if you were captivating, how you delivered. And then the third thing is your quality, how if you've been mastering your craft, if you've been honing in on your craft, just like the level of your craft. Those are the 3 things.
Okay, that was awesome. So this is what I want to do before I announce these 3. This is how I really want to close with the freestyle part. I want everybody to give me 10 seconds or less, and I want to end with Mumu, right? I want to end with Mumu Fresh, but 10 seconds or less, speaking to the future. This is why we survived. Whatever your reason is, whatever your batter or whatever your move is, say that in that 10 seconds. Everybody that's here, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's get it. So 3rd place in this first one, the judges voted most gen out in BK. All right, that's what's up. Everybody give me some snaps, man, out of love, out of support. Congratulations. Give me some snaps. Give me some snaps. Yeah, you did that. Most gen, you get a hot 50 to them groceries. Go shop at the Met. You feel me? All right, let's get it. 2nd place, we got Norbaya. Let's get it. 75 big ones. You can just send me 25 of those, and then you can have $50 with most gen. That's what's up. All right, that's cool. Congratulations, sis. All right, and lastly, but firstly, we got 1st place. Allah went all the way in right there. You put it out there. You took us to the zone, and that's what this is about.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. That's
Everyone
what we want to feel.
so amazing. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
Well, we are too. You know, the piece that you did was multi-dimensional. It was definitely from that tender place that we try to put masks on and protect, but that's our most sensitive part when we definitely praise God like that. And I vote that as super beautiful. So that's an ointment. Continue to work on that. Continue to refine that. And that's for all of the artists. Everything that you gave us, you have unrestricted time to put more of the God in you, in your art, and less about the audience and more about the medicine itself, and let the medicine travel. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank y'all. I pray that nobody feels off that you didn't win, and I pray that people who did win whatever you won, that don't make your head big, but I pray that it brings us more together as a circle, as a cipher, and that's what a cipher is a space for energy to continue going, right? And so I just praise God for that. So let's get those 10 seconds. I'm gonna start off first to the future. This is Phenom. We all came together, combustion, that's a bomb. Leg to the arm, head, leg, stay calm. Allah's in our baxter or our batter, and I'm about to put it on. That's why we survive. Future. Let's get it. Who next? Go ahead, sis. You can go. Go ahead. We'll move you last. Don't say nothing. Britt, take us out with a 10-second
Oh,
something.
this is for everyone? It's not
Yes,
just
this for everybody. Say something on the way out.
for
10
the
seconds.
future. Okay. Make sure that we think more with our heart, really. I know that there's a lot of information out there, but one thing we know for sure is what's worked for us before in our own experience. So let's really dive deep into our heart as much as we can to help us move and head forward.
Woo! All right, next, let's get it. Jump in, jump in.
I'll go. This is Dr. Muslim. Is it Jannah or just this life? Because this life stays filled with strife. Jannah VIP, my goal, aim higher. You, for what you aspire. 99 names just gets in the building. Know me, then you know I'm not settling. Only the best for me, inshallah, my destiny. What up, Shaitan? You best be on the run. Come on, cello, what do you really want? Al Wadud is all I really want.
Woo-hoo! Let's get it. Next, jump in, jump in.
Yo, what up? This is Mozzie. Yo, I got a lot of associates, but only few friends. Rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies to spend. I dream with my eyes open, focusing on side scoping, hoping I can find potent ways to empower my people as a whole. Piece together, here we go. Fast life, living slow and design an hour. Lives, pull cars, run the gambit of song. Rap race, mass space, wait, pass the baton.
Hey.
Let's go, jump. Let's go, let's go.
We have so much more to grow and to explore. I think we're all hungry for more, so let the pain go and be vulnerable. Let your best side show and build community. That didn't rhyme, but you know.
That's not it. We love it. Let's go. Next, let's go. Woo!
We got the power to win always. We got the power to win always. I got 10 seconds.
Woo! Save that one. We're going to go back to that. Save that. We're going to, yep. Next, let's go.
Yeah, be who you want, just don't lose who you are. You're one of a kind, you were sent from a star. That's going out to all my the quarter brothers and sisters right there now. We're the star people who come from the stars.
Yo, that's what's up. David, you got something?
David, hit him with something. Come back to David.
All right, come on, jump in. That's what's up.
I got it.
Oh, he got it.
Always, that's what I'm about. I don't do it for the fame, I do it for the fame. I do it for your brain. I'm a scout. Ancestors guide me, so I got my God.
Thank you, David. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. All right, brothers. Thank you, Raleigh. All right, next. Let's get it. Let's get it. Who left?
All right, Deja on the mic. I'm a revolutionary mother. I could be your sister, your best friend. Shoot, I could be your brother. I just dropped the video. It's really like no other. Make sure you check it out. Share it with your significant others.
That's what's up. Let's go. Who left? Who left?
She's so passionate, so perfectly present with divine purpose, powerfully packed and potent, persistent on the mission that's mastered. She mastered. I'm for my ancestors' resilience and brilliance of their prayers.
Was that an alliteration freestyle? I see, now you just showing out. Now you just showing out. All right, who next? Come on, jump in. Where Benta?
Oh my God, I knew it. I knew it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
I felt it in my spirit. I was like, he about to call me. All right, anyways, okay, 10 seconds. It's too long, so. You are the best part of the world. Don't be ashamed of your ups and downs. Everybody goes through some pain sometimes. You're not the only one that's feeling down.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you. Can Mother Hanifa say something?
I think she logged off.
Okay. I
No, she's still there.
Oh, she's here. Jamali, you still here? Oh, come on, Jamali. Tell us a joke. Y'all don't know. Jamali funny and she can sing.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Wait, Jamali, you're still on mute. It won't let me unmute you. Still on mute.
Oh, okay. All right.
There you go.
No, all I could think of is just do it to get through it.
Hey. That's some Muhammad Ali stuff right there.
Okay.
All right, that's what's up. Okay, all right. If I'm not mistaken, Mumu, you ready?
Okay. He said how to move forward. Move forward with resilience. Keep our face pressed to the earth, bound to the omnipotent. You know, it ain't hard to find the answers. The question is, are we seeking it? Do we believe in it? Are we receptive to receiving it? There you go. Oh, you want some more? You got your head back.
You know what? I do. I want you to give us a vocal, because your vocals has such an ability to give us pictures, and so we haven't really been outside to get those pictures like that. and I'm just honoring the time. We don't know if we're gonna be able to line this special array of people up again. And so, I mean, you got that. You need like a little 20-second here, a little take that up. You know what I'm saying?
Come together. We need to come together. Father, 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 we need to come together. Take our time, and we will find. We're gonna let it shine. This little light of mine.
Wow.
That's just sitting there. That's just sitting there right there like that. That's just all right. Well, praise God. Thank you y'all for giving us y'all time. Thank you, Mumu, for doing that for us. Thank you everybody for respecting the rules but just take this. Everybody take this and share it. It is ointment for what is going on right now. You know what I mean? Peace and light. I'll pass it back over to you, sis.
Thank you. I just want to echo what Phenom just said, and thank you all so much again for staying a little bit over. Much love to everybody. I just want to end on a note of gratitude, as we did. Want to thank God for the time that we had together. We know that we'd all be at a state of loss, except those of us that, you know, encourage us towards good and remind us, you know, to be on the right path and towards truth. So thank y'all so much. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Peace and light, y'all. Love y'all.